All right guys, Kevin Kreider. More than just muscle. How to do carb cycling to lose body fat drastically and to build muscle. Last week's video, you can check it out on my video playlist, but I told you what carb cycling was, so go back to that. I'm gonna now show you how to do carb cycling. And like I said, this is only supposed to be done for 30 to 60 days, and as long as you have a good relationship with food and you're not struggling through any type of eating disorders or mental disorders with food. What you're going to do is, firstly, you are going to be in a caloric deficit, obviously. So what I recommend you doing is figuring out your body weight first, your current body weight in pounds, and multiplying your weight by 11. Those are the calories that you need to be in a caloric deficit, okay? It's 0.30 for the protein, and then whatever the calories are, you want to divide it by 4 because it's 4 calories per gram of protein, and that's your protein. That's the amount of protein you're supposed to have in a day. And then go to carbohydrates by 0.4, your body weight, and then, 0.4, whatever that calculation was, times 11, and it's going to be, divide that by 4, and those are your carbohydrates. And then what I recommend you doing is multiplying your body weight by 0.30, and that's your fats, divided by 9. Whatever that number is, divided by 9, and those are your fats for the day. Now, let's just say it's for a man, okay? You're a man and you weigh 185 pounds, so you come up with all those calculations, come up with the carbs first. For a 185-pound man who's trying to get lean off of carb cycling, you need about 203 grams of carbs per day. Let's just round it down to 200 grams of carbs a day. So what you're going to do is actually go down to, let's just say, 100 grams of carbs per day. You're going to do that for 4 consecutive days. And what you're gonna do is, on the 5th day, usually a day you actually weight train, because when you weight train and have a high carb day, and you might wanna use it on the body part day that you're really trying to bring up. So for example, this year I'm trying to bring up my shoulders more. I would do a high carb day on the day I do shoulders, because what it'll do is actually help heal and recover from the day that you did weight training. So if I did shoulders and chest that day, the extra fuel you have will help with the healing process of the shoulders and the chest, and you'll also super compensate your carbohydrate stores and your muscles, and it'll blow it out more, and it'll just feel good, and you'll actually get stronger the next time you go into the gym for that. And let's just say it's 100 grams of carbs. So you could do one of 2 ways. You could literally just keep it at 100 grams of carbs a day, and then once a week, what you would do is have 4 to 5 times the amount of those carbohydrates. So you would literally be doing 500 grams of carbs on the day that you are calorie cycling, and it's a refeed day of a ton of carbs. My normal refeed days are only about 300 to 400 calories extra, and they can come from carbs or fats. But with this, you want to really just have 5 times the amount of carbohydrates for that day. And so I would have 500 grams. And then I'd go back to the 100 grams of carbohydrates per day. Like I said, on the 5th day, have another refeed of 500 grams of carbohydrates. Another way to do it is to progressively go up a little bit. So for instance, you would have on day 1, 100 grams of carbohydrates, day 2, 125, day 3, 150, then day 4, you would have maybe 150 again, and then on the 5th day, you would have 500 grams of carbohydrates. You could do it that way too, but it's a little bit more meticulous, and you have to keep going up, and then you might be off or on, and I just prefer to keep it consistent and just say, like, hey, these are my low carb days. They're gonna be about 100 grams of carbohydrates, and then my high carb day on the 4th or 5th day, you can do 5 times the amount of carbohydrates that were on your low carb days. And as you can see with the low carb days too, even when you multiply your body weight by 11, it's a pretty aggressive fat loss. When you take away those extra grams of carbs, so like for instance for that 185-pound male, you're literally cutting the carbs in half to 100 grams, it can be pretty intense too. That's significant, and that's why you only want to be on this for a short period of time. And like I said, you cycle it through, and the last day when you want to carb up, I really recommend the day that you at least do some type of exercise. You don't want to do it on an off day when you're not exercising or your total rest day. It's a advanced strategy, so I recommend you first getting your nutrition down first. I wouldn't recommend doing this right off the bat. This could really mess with your head. And that's it. I hope this helped you guys. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I have this free body design tool. It's a quiz you can take. And the free quiz will lead you to a muscle and strength program that I offer online, a body design program to either burn fat or lose muscle, burn fat, build muscle, and it's a gym workout or an at-home workout, and it'll just help you a lot faster if you take one of those online programs that I offer. Those are not free, but the body design tool is. Anyway, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, guys. I hope to see you in my programs, and I'll see you soon.